Kroger's Insidious Retail Plot, number 2. In the previous video, we talked about how Kroger is manipulating your mind and body, putting obstacles all through every aisle so that you're stuck hunched up against the aisle while the other people go by and you stare over here at the stovetop stuffing and Uncle Ben's rice that you don't even want, but you might get it now because you've spent all this time with it. You've got a relationship with that stuffing. Now, on to today's insidious portion, actually the second of today. Now, ever notice that when you're in the grocery store these days, you just seem to be doing laps back and forth across that grocery store? You must transverse the entire distance from one side to the other multiple times. Do you notice this? Is this slowing you down? Well, maybe you haven't really realized the plot here. So you're on your way back where the milk and the orange juice are. And I've discussed that one. But back there is the meat area, and there are the hot dogs right there. So you like some hot dogs, right? And then right across, well, here's, bread. They've got a big bread display. 50 kinds of bread, right? Where are the hot dog buns? They're on the other side of the place, over by the deli and the artisanal lettuce and the organic bananas. All that stuff, at least in Kroger, it's all over there. So you want the hot dogs, you want the buns, you got to run back over there. Now you think about this dish that you're going to make, and it requires some lemon juice. So what do? You go over to where the lemons are. But guess what? Do you know where the lemon juice is? It's on aisle 3, and you're on aisle 17 over here. Again, now you circle around the front, you get all the way over there. Do you see what they're doing? They're splitting apart the things that a rational, normal person would put together. They are breaking apart and putting as far as they can away from one another, because the more times you pass this merchandise, the more likely it is that you're going to pick it up. Plus, and now I can get into end caps, right? Which I've been dying to talk about. The end cap, let's say that you're in the store. So here you are, innocently pushing your cart along, right? You want to make a right-hand turn into this aisle here. But before you do, you have to cross this. This is a huge display of Life cereal, Fruit Loops, and so on, and it's all on sale. It's a whole cereal monolith. They're on the end cap. Why is it there? Because it's on sale. They want to push Fruit Loops at you, right? The fact is, and you may not realize this, that these companies are paying a great deal to have that end cap. They are paying Kroger for that because they think it'll boost sales, so they're willing to invest in this. Sometimes you have organic bananas. Sometimes you have other things. But they're all meant to either stop you and make you buy because they're on sale. That's quite frequent. Or just because they think it'll be an impulse buy. So, for example, a nice end cap with all kinds of M&Ms, Babe Ruth, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. We're talking about how the merchandise is divided in this absolutely crazy way, right? Now, for example, you've got the freezer aisle. We all know that. You've got the refrigerated aisle, usually goes along the left-hand side of the store here. Then you've got the deli over here, vegetables over there. The cold stuff is together where it's cold. Usually you have the refrigerated aisle with the cheese, the milk, the yogurt, which is always on sale to get you back there. And then next to that, you've got the freezer. Okay. But there are certain, items that are refrigerated, and guess what? They're not there. The things that you would want, they're not there. Do you know where they are? Nowadays, Kroger has split up that aisle. Here you have an aisle. It's all dry goods, right? Stuff in boxes and cans. But boom, right in the center, they've chopped out a piece and put in a cooler. So this means you go over there to the cold section. You're looking for what you want. You can't find it. And then you have to come over here. Now, what else does this do for you or for Kroger? It creates what I call the pseudo customer experience. That means they create a reason for you to have to interact with their people who are very well trained to be extraordinarily nice. They're nicer in the Kroger than they are in the Starbucks. They're nicer in the Kroger than, I don't know, the nicest place is the Starbucks, right? But in this case, you didn't want to talk to them. You didn't need to talk to them. But now that they've mixed everything up, you have to talk to them. You need help. You go and you say, "Where are the olives?" And of course they say, "Next to the ice cream." And they don't even say it. They say, "I'll take you there." Okay? So you feel warm. You feel loved. Somebody cares about you at Kroger. And they're so well spoken. And they've been trained so well. And they're willing to take you all the way over there. I mean, it makes you feel just like you're at home, which it should, because it takes so long to get out of there. It's starting to feel like home. You should bring a blanket. In any case, this is another way to have you partake in this pseudo customer experience love bombing. It's like a cult. It's like love bombing on the merchandise. Like this. Where have they put it? Well, of course, it's under the cake mix, not over there with the breakfast cereal where it should be. So, and there are more insidious constructs that I will get to. We had video 1, this is video 2. We're going to have video 3. I don't want to spoil it for you. And today, what were we talking about? We were talking about the splitting up of things that should go together. Lemons, lemon juice. Hot dogs, hot dog buns should go together, but no, they're not. They're trying to screw up your brain and at the same time make you walk back and forth and back and forth. And if you had somewhere to go, if you had an appointment to keep after that grocery store, well, forget that.